Remember those pop-up headlights and car phones that were supposed to be the future of driving? Today we're counting down 10 car innovations that engineers swore would change everything, but instead vanished completely. Hit subscribe and let's go. Number 1. Bench seats. That continuous sofa-like front seat in your grandpa's Chevy wasn't just a style choice, it was standard in American cars throughout the 60s. Why people loved them? You could fit 3 people up front, and it made drive-in movie dates a whole lot cozier. What happened? Safety regulations. As crash protection improved, individual bucket seats with proper restraints made more sense. Plus, nobody enjoyed being the middle person with the transmission hump as their footrest. Number 2. Vent windows. Before air conditioning became standard, cars had triangular windows at the front corners. You flip them open for a targeted breeze without the wind tunnel effect of rolling down the main windows. Why were they brilliant? They were the original climate control, perfect for directing air exactly where you wanted it. But what went wrong? As AC systems became standard and aerodynamics more important, these engineering marvels became necessary. By the 90s, vent windows had virtually disappeared from new designs. Number 3. Ashtrays and cigarette lighters. Those pull-out ashtrays indoors, dashboards, and armrests were once as common as cup holders are today. Why were they everywhere? In the 60s and 70s, smoking wasn't just common, it was expected. A car without ashtrays was like a car without seats. The downfall? As smoking rates declined and health awareness grew, these features became wasted space. Interestingly, the cigarette lighter socket evolved into today's 12-volt power port, the only survivor of the smoking era. Number 4. Built-in record players. In the late 50s, Chrysler offered Highway Hi-Fi, a record player mounted under the dashboard. Why it seemed revolutionary? Your music selection in your car before 8 tracks or cassettes existed. The spectacular failure. Physics. Every bump sent the needle skipping across your favorite tracks. This innovation lasted barely 3 years before being quietly discontinued. Number 5. Landau bars. Those S-shaped decorative chrome bars on the side of car roofs, especially popular on luxury models in the 70s and 80s, served absolutely no function. Why they caught on? They referenced horse-drawn carriages, suggesting your car wasn't just transportation, but a luxury statement. The fade-out. As automotive design embraced sleeker aesthetics, these ornamental elements started looking dated and gaudy. By the 90s, they were firmly in the rearview mirror of automotive design. Quick question, have you ever tried explaining a car phone to someone born after 2000? We've covered some pretty fascinating automotive relics already, but the next 5 take the weirdness to another level. Smash that like button if you're enjoying this automotive time capsule. Number 6. Column shifters. Those gear selectors mounted on the steering column instead of the floor were standard in many American cars from the 30s through the 80s. Why they made sense? They freed up floor space. No center console needed, which complemented those bench seats perfectly. Why they disappeared? Floor shifters felt more natural and sporty. As car interiors evolved, having that stick between the seats became the norm. Today, column shifters survive mainly in trucks and commercial vehicles. Number 7. Luggage racks on trunks. Those external metal racks mounted on the back of sedans and station wagons were once considered essential for family vacations. Why were they practical? Road trips meant luggage. These racks provided valuable additional storage when interior space ran out. The disappearance. As car interiors grew more spacious and security concerns increased, external storage lost its appeal. Today, they live mainly as nostalgic accessories for vintage enthusiasts. Number 8. Car phones. The ultimate status symbol of the late 80s and early 90s, bulky devices permanently mounted in your center console with curly cords and hefty handsets. Why they were game changers. Mobile communication was revolutionary. Before portable cell phones, a car phone meant you were important enough to need calls on the road. The obvious demise? Personal cell phones became smaller, cheaper, and more powerful. Why pay for a second phone service that only works in your car? Number 9. Hood ornaments. Those proud emblems standing at attention on the hood, from Mercedes Stars to Jaguar Leapers to Rolls-Royce's Spirit of Ecstasy. Why they symbolize class? They were automotive jewelry, instantly identifying prestigious brands from a distance. The sad ending. Pedestrian safety regulations and theft concerns ended their reign. Most are now either flattened badges or retractable versions that disappear when the car is parked. Number 10. Pop-up headlights. The defining feature of 80s and 90s sports cars. Headlights that emerged from the hood when turned on, then disappeared when not in use. Why everyone loved them? They were engineering marvels that gave cars personality, like they were winking at you. They allowed for sleeker front-end designs without compromising nighttime visibility. The extinction? Pedestrian safety regulations made them harder to implement, and the mechanical systems were failure-prone. By the early 2000s, advanced fixed headlight designs achieved the same aerodynamic benefits without moving parts. But for those who grew up with Corvettes, RX-7s, and MR2s, those rising lights will always represent the coolest cars ever made. These automotive innovations show us that not every idea has staying power. Some were replaced by better technology, others by changing tastes. But there's something endearing about these experiments. They represent an era when car companies weren't afraid to try something different, even if it meant putting a record player in a moving vehicle. If you enjoyed this cruise through automotive history, hit that subscribe button for more automotive throwbacks. Leave a comment telling me which discontinued car feature you missed the most.